Hi, welcome to the music scene. I'm your host, Stephanie DeGraw. Stick around, we've got a great show planned for you right here on the music scene.
More than she could ever be, and you still call out her name. You make me feel there's nothing in between the lines you crossed here yesterday. Baby, maybe it's time we talked about this.
This is Joe Hudson for the music scene. Tonight, I'm with Melody and Tyler at Alchemy Coffee. First, I'd like to thank you guys for being here with us tonight. If you don't mind telling your audience and folks at home there, how did you guys meet?
Well, through music, actually. We, about close to 3 years ago, we were up in Cache Valley, up in Logan area, and I had played as a drummer in rock bands for numerous years. My bands had disbanded, and I had heard rumors of this girl who sang so beautifully at open mic. Well, that girl was Melody. Through a mutual friend, we met, found the passion together in music, and from there, the story kind of wrote itself.
Okay, and Melody, I mean, how long have you been singing?
Well, I've sang pretty much my whole life. I've done like talent shows and school assemblies and things like that. And then when I graduated, I started doing more open mics, and then I lived in Washington. When I moved back, I started really kind of playing those a lot, and that's right before I met him. So it kind of worked out really well that way.
Right on. Were you with any other bands before this then?
No, I've always been the selfish solo.
All right, and then when it comes to writing, who writes most of your music?
I would say most of the initial songs start out with Melody. She writes the melody, writes the lyrics, and then I sit down and we kind of collaborate the songs together, and from there they blossom out to the full song.
Sweet. So it's a real teamwork deal.
Yeah,
awesome. Okay. What have you guys played many venues here in the Salt Lake area, or?
We've quite a few actually. One thing we're very proud of this year is on December 31st will be our 101st show this year.
Awesome.
In most of them in Utah. We travel up to Logan. We've gone to Idaho Falls, but mostly around Salt Lake, down into Provo a little bit as well. Park City. But we try not to play one place too often, but we found a lot of fantastic little coffee shops and bars. We try and stay pretty busy. We play every single weekend. So,
do you like a more personal venue then? Do you get more from your fans doing that?
It really depends, actually, because we've played somewhere there are like larger crowds, and we have tons of people that sign the mailing list and come talk to us and get pictures. And then we have times where there's nobody, and nobody really pays much attention at all. And it really kind of depends. And a lot of it, I think, depends on us, if we have kind of an off night or if we're really on. And so that makes a difference.
We play music for us. We love playing music, but we want to play a show where someone comes out because they hear a song and that song can relate to them. And so it doesn't matter. We'll play out of the back of a van for someone if someone really wants to hear us play. So we're not prejudiced against any venue.
That's really awesome. That's an awesome response, because that's what's so lacking, I think, in a lot of bands nowadays, is they don't get out there just to play their music because they love to play.
It's
and
true.
it seems like that's what you guys love to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. I understand you guys won an award recently.
Maybe. It's called the Posties, and it's founded by Post Fontaine, which is one of the companies here in Salt Lake that does a lot of promoting. And we won the best acoustic local band. So
Sweet. And I'm sorry I should have asked you this before, but how long have you guys been together now?
We've been together. I've actually been together as a couple for about 3 years. Musically, as the performing group Melody with Tyler Forsberg, we've been going strong for about 2 years.
Awesome. That's great. So you guys have had some pretty good success for being relatively new.
We feel very fortunate, very blessed for the people we've met along the journey and the places that we've been able to see.
Awesome. So, would Salt Lake be your favorite area to play, or I know you mentioned a few other areas? What's your favorite spot?
Ooh, that's hard, actually. I mean, because there are different types, you know what I mean? Like, there are some that we play during the week that I like a little better. I really like playing here at Alchemy on weeknights, and they have, like, an open mic here. Love playing their open mic on the Tuesdays. And then, like, Bountiful, there's a place called The Fifth we really like there. It's kind of hard to narrow it down.
I think there's going to be one place in every area that, really sticks out. We've got probably 4 or 5 of them that are just in each different area that we really love. Park City would be one that is always great. The Star Bar up there. We host a yearly acoustic festival up there called the Acoustic All-Stars. It's a 2-day festival, and it's during the Park City Arts Festival, and the Star Bar up there, hands down, is just stepped up every time. Treat the musicians, treat the audience. It's really been a fantastic journey. I mean, I say that again, but every place we go, it doesn't matter. We've played some places that you would walk in and you would think that a death metal band just walked out of, and can hands down be one of the coolest crowds that we've ever met.
That's awesome. You have an album planned or anything?
Yeah, we're going to start recording, actually, probably in January, the next album we're coming out with. The one that we have right now is my solo album. We put it out before we started playing together. So it'll be fun because it'll be our first collaborative album.
I think next year our ultimate goal. We have a music video coming up that we start shooting in the middle of January. Next year, I think we're going to back off the quantity of shows, and I think we're just going to start focusing a little more on making each show a little more quality.
So once your video's done, where can people see it?
Most likely they'll be able to go to our website, melodyandtyler.com. We'll be able to post it there. It'll have a link to the organization that's actually doing it. It's just a film director and a couple audio engineers in town that are putting it on. It'll actually feature 6 or 7 other local musicians in doing videos of their own, and it's something that is going to grow here locally. It's a really innovative idea.
I can see that this is tearing you apart. Don't you let him see you cry. Everything, yeah, it's gonna be alright. Oh, sunshine, you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys very much for being here with us tonight. It was a great interview, and we'll see you again soon. I'm Joe Hudson with The Music Scene. Good night.